Hello everyone and welcome back to our weekly modern tournament here at Grey Ogre Games. It's Modern Modern. My name is Mick, I'm one of your hosts alongside the magic god, Cass Ang.
What's up? And I think you're a brain fart there. Like, yeah, modern tournament, you pause and it's like more than modern. It's like, yes.
Yeah, I was like, yeah.
This is the tournament's name.
This is the tournament. Now I was pondering between like introducing us first and then talking about Modern Modern, but I digress.
Damn.
Let's introduce our players. It's Fu Pi Chun.
In green, though you can't see his face, is Fu Pi Chun, winner of SQ2.
Yep.
From
And
last-
runner up
Yes.
of the
Gogi?
invitationals. Yeah.
And
Yeah,
on,
I still pick the winning horse, man. Jeffrey Chan.
and on the right is Lim Wei Xiong in blue. Wei Xiong's playing Affinity, and Pi Chun is playing. What's
Of
that?
course, yeah. Pi Chun's gotta be playing like the only deck that he plays, man.
Yeah, that's true.
He's a poor boy. He only has these cards. He's exactly these
And
75 cards.
Azusa is being reprinted, so that's kind of bad for value, right? Like you try to sell a collection, it's like, yup, most of my deck's been reprinted recently.
Wow, man, yeah, that's like.
Yeah,
Anyway, yeah, Pi Chun is playing Amulet Titan. If you were wondering.
And he's using the blue Ugin playmat just to shove it in everybody's faces who don't have it.
Yeah, man. Oh man,
It's so nice.
This was one of the playmats.
Yeah.
So I like the playmats with this pose. So
Yeah.
I came out to fight for the Liliana playmat
Okay.
at the the
Oh yeah, the veil, right?
yeah not the veil, the
Which one? Dark Realms?
not Dark Realms. It's on one of the cards, the Dark Salvation, I think.
Ah, okay.
Where she's like opening her
Eldritch
arms.
Moon or
yeah, Eldritch
SOI,
Moon one,
yeah.
and she's like, yeah, come to me, baby, and I'm like, yeah, I did. And so yeah, and then also the Ajani one, but the Ajani one not so
Yeah.
fantastic. But same pose. He's
Yeah.
got like the arms spread open. And it's like, come at me, bro.
But this is like a blue color spirit
So
dragon.
nice.
Yeah.
And this is the alternate art for
Yeah, the Ugin's
from
Fate.
the Ugin's Fate packs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of my friends opened it and then he sold it off. And then he bought like a Japanese one for like $200. I don't even know the price of the card anymore.
Oh man,
It's like some ridiculous price, I believe.
yeah. I'm pretty sure it's quite expensive. I want to see whether there's the Ugin.
I don't think they show Ugin's Fate promos here in Gatherer. I don't think so.
Who knows? Maybe.
Oh, they show it's the first one display.
Oh.
Just to shove it in everybody's face.
Yeah, shove it in your face that you don't have this card, and guess
Yeah.
what? You gotta get this
I
card.
played the game state for the playmat. I lost in the finals. I was so tilted. I offered all my prize for the playmat. It's like no.
No,
like-
the playmat.
The playmat is bigger deal. It's like
Who's your opponent?
Lilia Fei. He plays mostly at games here in Paya Lebar.
Right.
He used to play at like the Tampines store when I used to work there.
Mm.
But yeah, always lose to him because the shop is really small, the community is really small. So I always lose to him in the finals. Like I think KDK games day as well. I lost the finals to him. It's just life tilting. Like damn it, no.
You have like 0x against him,
Yeah,
right?
like the
That's
win percentage. Last time win percentage is like 0 or something. I believe so.
I know I play like Final Fantasy,
Mhm.
and if I play against not Desmond, who is it? Who I have like 0 win percentage against.
It's just sometimes
yeah.
it happens. You just can't win against that guy.
I just can't do it, man.
It's not like they're pro tour winning players or like some Hall of Fame. It just can't win them. Somehow they always draw better than you. You always misplay and you don't win your game.
Oh man.
But
Yeah,
Pichun,
Pi Chun here facing down a pretty nasty bot, but he's got Sakura Tribe Scout there, and
although it looks menacing, he doesn't have the cranial plate thing. He doesn't have
Yeah.
the outbound. So it's not too bad. He's like 3 turns. And usually the deck can kill in like about 2 more turns from here. Because if he casts like Azusa and and Tolares and he transmutes it. Oh, he can just bounce the land. Because he can
Yeah.
add the blue mana, bounce the land and transmute it.
okay, so this is what's gonna happen. He's gonna tap the Tolera West
Yeah.
for mana. Lay what's that? The
The
Simic Grove Chamber. Untap it, tap it, bounce it. Does he have Primeval Titan in his hand already?
No, but he can transmute for Summoner's Pact for it anyway.
Yeah, so this is
this-
probably how this turn is gonna go.
Yeah, this deck is so interesting. Every time I watch it, I feel like picking it up. And then I can't imagine playing a GP.
You can't, yeah,
rounds with
no,
this.
you
This
you
is
probably can't pull it off. I know for
Yeah.
sure. Like we talk about like Thinking Man's
bad.
deck.
Yeah.
Like this,
This-
definitely
this-
not for Danny.
This deck you can probably play if you play a lot like Pichun. Eventually you know the ins and outs
Yeah.
collector company decks.
Mm-hmm.
But like your sequencing is so important. And I think it's a really bad pickup deck if you're playing a GP because 9 rounds of this will just utterly destroy you.
Yeah.
I can imagine.
This Storm.
Yeah.
What else? What are the Storm? Storm has more
Storm-
coverage. So
yeah,
the
Storm has- yeah.
the weird thing about these decks, okay, so like Pichun's deck is like is considered a rogue deck.
Yep.
Right. But it's so well established. Like it's the most well-known rogue deck outside of Boggles. Boggles is also a rogue deck, but like it's not as hard to play.
Yes.
And not as versatile as
I mean, one
as
deck
this
casts
deck.
1 mana, 1/1 hexproof, and sticks enchantments on the other plays Amulet of Vigor, bounces lands, and does math. You do the math, man, which is more complicated.
But yeah, I mean, you think about it, like this. Ooh, there we go, semi-growth chamber. So, of all the decks, like this is probably the hardest to play.
Yeah, like you lose to yourself if you're tired.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you forget what you're gonna play.
Oh wow, Vesuva.
Yeah,
Summoner's Pact. Here we go.
so it's just gonna lay the Titan and like smash.
All right.
Because at this point, the game, I think the game ends on next turn if like Pichun doesn't die.
He might be able to end the game this turn. So, Boros Garrison. Yep, for the
The Amulet.
Vault of the Archangel. He's gonna bounce one more land to his hand. And so here's the decision, like,
Yeah.
do you... Because you're gonna get more mana after this.
Yeah.
After this attack, you're gonna get more mana.
You need to sink it into the what's that land called? You can sink it into like Classic Wolf Run or the Sunhome of the Legion. Is that what it's called? Can't remember for the life of me.
The Sunhome, yeah.
Yeah.
Just I know it as Sunhome, like that gives it double strike.
Usually when the Titan comes out and I play against Pichun and I try to interact with it and he shows me the pack, I usually just scoop because
Like,
why put yourself through the agony? You know he's a well-known player who plays this deck. He's not gonna like screw
I know
up
I'm
the
thinking
sequence.
16 this turn, it's okay.
Like he's not
For
gonna
sure.
flop the sequence. He's not gonna fake it against you. So usually at this point I just scoop. I'm like, okay, I think you have it. You know, why do I try?
And the worst part is that he's got the Sakura Tribe Scout
Yeah.
on the battlefield already. Like if you don't get rid of it during your turn, like you're screwed.
Yeah.
Basically.
And he has enough blue mana to pay for the pack now as well.
Jeez, yeah.
So I think that's not a problem. You see that's the problem. Look at his expressions like, damn, did I take the wrong lens? He like does the neck like
Yeah.
yeah, this is why even though it's very nice, it's very amazing to watch Pichun play the deck well.
It still it still takes him like brain juice to
yeah.
actually.
So when he
work
wins
the
like
deck.
the modern SQ and stuff, and he beat me into my win and in for top 8.
Mm-hmm.
I hate you. It's very how do I say it? It's very inspiring to see somebody play so
You
well.
get
for so many rounds.
awestruck,
Yeah,
right?
awestruck,
Like,
yeah. That's the
like you have no outs, and then no, you have one out.
I've played him to that scenario before, and it's like he looks at me and thinks really hard. Like, I think I win. Then I'm like, oh please no.
It's like you corner him to, like you back him up into a corner and say, you cannot win from here. Oh yes, you can. Oh,
Yeah. And that's the problem interacting with this Bloom, the Amulet deck, is that there's not enough way to remove so many
that
combo
Titan,
pieces.
right? Yeah.
Like you can't remove all the amulets, you can't remove all the Azusas because the effects sort of replace each other in a sense.
And they're so fast. Like it's
Yeah.
not just whether I can remove it or not. Like it just happens so damn quickly.
And I mean he's gonna transmute for another Titan, and he's gonna yeah, okay.
Okay.
That's an interesting line of play.
EE.
That's fine because he can nuke the board, right?
Yeah.
There's one of the card where the camera glare is way too bright, but Vault Scourge only top the 2 Vault Scourge and something with a counter on it. I can't see.
Oh,
it's
outbound
outbound.
Ravager,
Okay.
okay. So yeah, we're gonna get rid of the.
He probably puts it at 2 because the modular stack goes on. It has to resolve one at a time,
Mm-hmm.
so it just blows up the whole board.
Yeah, but Wei Song here has a welding jar, so he can save one of his guys. But that even then,
He's
like,
so far behind. Like he has the pack in his hand, even though Wei Xiong doesn't know it. He's Summoner's Pack. He has basically shown you that he just doesn't need to die on this turn. He transmutes for the EE. I mean the engineering explosives.
yeah. So like Pichun is playing for the long game. Like he's not,
He's not rushing. He doesn't need to combo off like on the turn itself.
that's why.
So this is why I even though I may hate him for killing my win in, he doesn't rush it. He knows how to play to his outs.
Yeah.
He doesn't like, mislethal by not bouncing his own Snapcaster, bolting again, that kind
Yeah.
of thing. The nuances that matter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
And
yeah.
this comes with you practicing with the deck,
Yeah.
right?
And,
Like
and like we were talking about it, like Danny about game one, like he practices, he tries all these different decks. The one thing that I don't agree is that I think modern is deck where if you choose a decent deck, not like Boggles.
not like
I don't know why I'm hitting
Boggle,
Boggles so much today.
Boggles is like the theme of the night.
But yeah, if you play a decent deck and you consistently practice and play well, and you practice with good players, you will be hopefully as good as Pichun. You play
Yeah.
a rogue deck and you play it well, and you will get to places. You will get to top it consistently. You will at least do well.
And you
most of
don't
the
even
time.
have to play a rogue deck. Like look at
I
I
mean,
look at
redo-
Arnold. Like
oh,
Arnold plays Jan. Like
Yeah.
full stop. Like he plays Jan and so good at the deck. Like
Yeah.
okay, I replace a few pieces. Here. Oh, collective brutality
Yeah.
came out. I will just put a few
And
in
his
the
whole deck
s-
is 4.
in
You
the-
can probably like
Yeah.
downpay like
A
a
nice
second-hand
house,
car or something.
No, probably a house.
No lah, I mean maybe.
Maybe.
But yeah, so that's the thing. So my problem with Danny is every time he asks me to playtest a deck, he picks like the flavor of the month, like vanilla is the flavor of the month, or like chocolate is the flavor of the month. And then he plays it and he's like, this deck is kind of bad, I'm gonna switch a deck. Then he switches a deck. Then he goes to the GP and crashes out and he's like, I picked the wrong deck.
But
Like-
yeah, you need to know the nuances of the deck, especially when it comes
Yeah.
to modern. Like
And that's
like
the
what you
thing.
were saying, like you have to be comfortable
Yeah.
with the deck.
You can't play a deck that's not suited to your playstyle. Like you can't play an aggro deck when you're
you're
usually a
control player. Yeah.
because you know the change in mindset is really, really different. It's really difficult to adopt. It's not something like you just pick up and go.
You will just kill yourself.
Yeah.
Like I mean, like literally kill yourself. You go outside in the snow, take a knife,
That's really
and
hard.
stick it in.
Are you
Like
having a
turn.
tough time at work? You know,
it's like-
you should talk to somebody about it.
No. On the contrary, I like living. I like existing. I never want to die.
Yeah, I
I,
think
I
I
want
think
to
there's-
live forever.
Maybe not forever, man. Like,
No, I want to live forever. I want to see the heat death of the universe. Then I can die.
do you really want to be like 200 years old and be like
No, that's not 200 years old.
Okay,
That's like
maybe-
200
okay,
million
so
years
they're
old.
200 million years old, associating people with like dabbing and YOLOing and well, there is just
That'll be fine.
mind blowing. It takes so much self restraint to not tell somebody to like wake up their idea when they're like, I took the MRT today and I almost lost my mind. Like
Why?
some people also walk down the stairs from Ocean Park to the purple line.
Oh yeah.
So if you walk down the stairs, the speed of the crowd dictates by who's in front and how fast they're walking.
Yep.
So there was these two people right in front of me, just holding hands and walking slowly while everybody behind them suffers.
Dude, you're in Outram Park. Like,
No, but you see that's the problem. Like they have no self-awareness, man. Like if you know your
can I just
actions-
push you down, please?
I'm not gonna push them down. I want to tell them to walk. I mean, I'm not gonna swear on street, but walk as fast as you can or get out of the way. You're wasting everybody's time. You know.
You could just like tap them on the shoulder and say, "Excuse me." Like that's polite. That's
Well,
polite.
at the point of
That's
time,
a polite way of saying get the F on my way.
at that point in time, my anger is boiling. Like I would push them so I don't touch them. So yeah, there's a whole bunch of things like people just staring at their phones while walking. Hey man, if you want to do it, walk at the side. Don't walk in the middle of the road.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
know,
That's one of my pet
people
peeves.
just like blindly walking through the streets, man. That's what pisses me off the most.
So yeah, Pichun here fires off the explosives.
And he hasn't fired off the welding jar, so he'll probably do it next turn.
Oh, he needs to hit the welding jar, right? The outbound ravager is at 2. Right.
Yeah, I suppose. But I don't think he's going to lose if he doesn't draw the ink wall. Of course, like Pichun's at 14. So him like randomly blitzing Pichun to death is not very possible. Like you have to have like 3 galvanic blasts in your hand and like 3 red mana source.
Yeah.
And him not blocked with a primeval titan, which is even weirder. So I don't think he's going to be dead. Yeah, because his only out is the Ingolf Nexus and like just killing him in like a turn.
Yeah.
But it looks like Pichun's hand is pretty stacked.
And like he can look for
He can look for anything.
Classic Wolfran.
Yeah.
He can look for so many things. Like Sunhome. Sunhome is like the deadliest thing that that Pichun couldn't look for.
And you know the strange thing about this, the Amulet decks and any
What?
deck that rams,
Mhm.
is that a lot of cheaters play. Like there's a famous clip on YouTube where the guy is like laying extra lands and then like
Oh
the,
wow.
like the
Okay.
judge like doesn't even see it, like slips in the land. I think he like summer blooms and he lays like extra land like, and the opponent doesn't count because he's like I'm probably gonna die. And then he like, oh no, I casted this. Then like everybody on YouTube is like, this guy is cheating. It's quite a famous clip actually.
Oh,
I think
okay.
the guy got banned for some amount of time for doing it.
Is he Portuguese, by the way?
I'm not very
No,
sure
no,
actually.
man. I kid.
But yeah, sometimes when you play against these uninteractive decks, you tend to not pay attention because you assume you're dead.
Yeah.
But you should pay attention just in case, some shenanigans is happening.
6/8
He
flyer.
plays-
Bang. Gets a double strike.
Ouch.
Simic Growth Chamber and what is that? Oh, the Gruul
Gruul
turf, yeah. And bounces back to. Oh, okay.
Maybe the way to beat Pichun is you talk to him to death. Like after he packs, you just keep talking to him. Like I pass the turn, it's like I'll keep Jordan. Oh no, you dead.
No. What did I do?
He doesn't even bother. He didn't even bother untapping his land just now. It's just like I pay for pack.
Yeah. You gotta try to distract him and cause him not to pay for the pack, which you'll never do. By the way.
Yeah, I mean, some people are more precautious. Like they put the dice on top of the deck just to make sure they don't forget. But Pichun starts like, nah, I'm gonna remember.
Yeah, I
no matter what.
always remember the pack.
Maybe it's like the Batman origin story. Like he lost once to the pack. It's like never again.
Oh
I'll
no, he
always
puts
remember.
Pichun puts the dice on the
Really?
top of his deck for pack.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
but Wei Xiong just did.
Just like we just talked about it.
Oh, you cast a lot of 1/1s. Let me transmute for E.
Let me turn to a
Primeval
let me
Titan.
turn to a primeval titan for you, shall we?
So that's the thing. Like, if there's one card
Crazy.
that should have probably been considered for banning, is Primeval
B-Titan.
Titan in the long run.
No,
in the
no,
long
no,
run.
no, come on, dude. Primeval Titan is already banned from like every other format.
Yeah, and there's a good reason.
It's banned from the format where it's most fun. That is EDH.
I don't.
Right.
Oh, but I mean, people do a lot of
Okay, people.
unbalanced things with lands.
Yeah, see, that's why it has to be banned in EDH.
Yeah, but they're doing exactly the same thing. They're doing unbalanced things in modern with.
yeah,
Prime
but
Titan.
you have to have like the amulet. You have
Okay,
to have.
you can either have one. You can either have Scapeshift or you can either have Titan. You gotta pick one. You can't have both. If you have both
Scapeshift and
and you have
Titan.
Through the Breach, that's just not fair.
That's not fair.
It's not too fair. Yeah, I don't like dying to like random like Siemens Spirit Guide Through the Breach Titan into Scape.
Do you like dying to like Scapeshift? Not Scapeshift. Sorry, Through the Breach Amraku. Same
usually,
thing.
But usually I die on the
Same.
spot. If he chooses the Breach of Primeval Titan, I don't die on the spot. If he escape shifts me, I die on the spot usually. Primeval Titan kind of like slow and steady death, like I get 2 more lands, I take 2 more lands, Then, like, next
Get
thing-
2 more Balakuts. So yeah.
So you die in like 3 turns, but you don't usually die on the spot, which is why I say you can only pick one. You can only have Escape Shift or you can have Prime Titan. Can't have both.
Man, that's weird.
Yeah, I just don't like the card, man. Prime Titan has caused me so much grief and anguish over like playing Modern.
You see, this is why you play white. So you got like Path to Exiles. Come
Like,
on, folks.
but you give him another land, which
Which
furthers
land-
his goals, right? Isn't that a problem? Like here I got 1 more land for my escape shift. Like that's kind of bad, man. It's kind of bad. But yeah, I mean, Primeval Titan.
Yeah, Primeval Titan is like the only thing I cannot interact with. Like playing
Yeah.
Modern, it's so difficult to interact with. But it's only played in like 2 decks.
Yeah, I mean,
Right?
if it's a 6/6, right? Or is it a 5/5?
6/6.
If they made it a 5/5, maybe because most of the creature can block 5/5s, right? Smashers, Gamma Anglers,
Tractors.
Tractors.
Yeah.
But no, they made it a 6/6. Just so that you lose a value trade, like you 2-for-1 him, just so you suffer more.
And
by
then
the way.
and then he saves it. And then tramples.
Yeah,
And the damage tramples over. Like
Okay.
I'm gonna bolt your one guy, and then
if I would concede that if he was a 5 mana 6/6, but only came into play and look for 2 lands, that'd be fine. If he attacks every time,
5 mana for 6/6.
okay, 6 mana
6 mana
6/6, 6 mana 6/6 with
Right.
enter play only, look for 2 lands, put into play straight. I'll be okay with that. Every time you attack, no, that's not cool, man. Like even Sun Titan's not that oppressive. Like
Oh man, Sun Titan can be super oppressive.
yeah,
dude.
but you don't play 4 off and there's no you have no reliance on it for escape shift, like instant death. So yeah, that's the thing. So every other Titan besides Prime Titan is okay. Prime Titan is just like the bad kid of the bunch, man.
Yeah, it's the most. Well, it's obviously the most powerful. Like the fact that you can look for any land, right? Like the rest of them require some setting up, with the exception of, let's say, well, okay, only Sun Titan needs setting up.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
once if you set up a Sun Titan, like it becomes super oppressive too.
Yeah, So
like
they
that
both
weird control deck with like
4 spreading
whole-
seas and 4 detention spheres, and you just eat everything alive.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Prime Titan is just such a dick. I'm sorry, I had to swear on shit. It's really,
It's
really
the dig
powerful.
of a
Man.
card.
Hey man, if there's a legacy deck called lands, don't you think that a card that gives you 2 lands into play from your library, attacks and gives you 2 more lands from your library, it's kind of broken. I mean,
Is Primeval Titan play in lands? No, right?
no, it's banned. I'm quite sure it's banned because
Huh?
it's just crop rotations.
Yeah, no, it's not banned, but you have crop
Oh, yeah.
rotation.
Yeah, you crop rotate and drop your whole hand full of lands anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, crop rotation is the bomb, man. If I have money, I'll build a lands legacy deck. That's
Crop
probably
rotation
what.
is cheap, man.
Okay, I think that was okay. No, I wasn't doing that list. But yeah, crop rotation is cheap, but tabernacles, man, I don't have $1,000, bro.
Yeah, no.
I don't have-
Tabernacle
I don't have I can't sell my Goys and my Magic collection to buy one tabernacle and not build a deck. That sounds bad.
There's legal in Vintage and Modern
Okay.
and Legacy.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So
Yeah.
still legal.
It's legal in the formats that have more powerful cards. Yes.
The most powerful cards, right?
I mean, you're just competing with lotuses and dual lands and crop rotation, exploration. You know, just saying. But a pretty explosive start here from Wei Xiong.
Yeah, when you can drop like 5 cards on turn 2. Actually, I expect Affinity to be dropping 4 cards on turn 1 and then the remainder of the hand on turn 2, or
Yeah.
at least have one last card in hand on turn 2.
This Affinity is, but see, the thing is, a lot of people feel of Affinity is kind of messed up. I kind of feel it's
Why?
okay because they
It's
drop a whole
fine.
bunch of 1/1s. They need the crucial pieces like Arcbound, they need like Inkmoth, they need Cranial Plating to make it all like gel together.
Mm.
So it's not too broken. So, you know, that's
It can get fast. I mean, like, it can
Yeah.
get like super fast. You
I
drop
mean-
a whole bunch of Memnites and Omnitopters with a Signal Pass on turn 1.
okay.
Like, that's a lot of damage on turn
You
2.
see, the thing is, every deck has a nut draw, but like Affinity's
course.
nut draw isn't like insane either. There's ways to beat it.
Mm.
Right, if you're like playing Jan and both decks drawing nut draws, you know, the Jan or the Abzan or any other deck that has a fair amount of removals will probably make it out alive.
Mm. Okay.
So I think Affinity is a pretty fair deck and it rewards playing well as well, which is a good thing. Because if you play loosely, you just drop your whole hands like, haha, nothing's gonna happen. You're gonna get like Rest in
Hey.
Peace or I mean Stony Silence, sorry.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna like explode. Yeah, exploding is a bad way to die, I guess.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I suppose so.
drowning is a bad way to die.
Yeah,
I think that sucks.
okay, we're going in dark places, man.
yeah.
Let's talk about Magic.
No, man. I want to. Okay.
Okay,
So
so
Pichu here, wow, super slow start.
Valera West, okay.
He's got like a handful of lands and Primeval Titan. That's about it. But you know, Wei Song has the cranial plating. Oh
Yeah.
wow, that's a big guy.
Chief Architect.
7,
Mm-hmm.
6 plus 1. Yeah.
Yeah, this is probably why he kept the hand, I guess.
Yep.
He probably drew into like extra Glimmer Void and the Ducksteel Citadel, but it looks like his hand was roughly that.
Yeah, there's not like
I think
Pichu in here just
Pichun-
has like a really bad draw.
Yeah, it's questionable why he kept the hand, but we can't see the hand entirely in its entirety. It's hard to say.
He needs a blocker now, or he is dead next turn. Full stop.
Yes. He could transmute into like Anger with Gods, but he needs a second raid as well.
How do you transmute the
Oh yeah, you can.
You can. You can.
Forgive me. But yeah, I don't think he has a lot of outs at this point of time.
And Master of Ethereum is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a 6/6.
Yep.
No, sorry, a 7/7. 1, 2, 3,
If he
4, 5,
activates
6, 7. Yeah.
the morph as well.
No, if he activates the morph, then it's a 8/8.
Oh,
There's 2 citadels
okay.
on the battlefield.
Not looking good for Pichun.
Yeah.
But once again, I think so. The thing with the stream is we can't see their hands. We're not like the Proto. We hire guys to like just stand behind
Just
them.
stand
and
behind them, right?
keep
And
track of like their hands and stuff.
somebody to push the life up, push the life down, and just report back to the control room, and then a separate production team. Yeah, Pichun just scoops it up right there.
I think he either kept like a okay hand, but wasn't like fantastic, and did poorly.
I think
Yeah.
Pichun there, he mulliganed once already. So
Mhm.
this deck, while the deck does mulligan well, I
Mhm.
think that the hand was okay because he had Amulet of Vigor,
Yep.
he had Bounce Land, and he had the Fountain
Yep.
of Youth,
Radiant Fountain.
Radiant Fountain, right? It will gain him like 4 life,
Yeah.
which is great. And you gotta wait, you still gotta wait
Yeah.
until turn 6 to cast that Titan.
Yeah.
But
I guess he could have drawn like into a nut hand because he had a hand that was although quite different. Had a basic setup. He had like bounce land. He had a Tolerable West. He had a Amulet of Vigor in play.
mm,
So it wasn't too far off from how game one's board was set up.
mm.
So maybe he was hoping to draw into it.
And I mean, like we saw the Dismember as well, so
Yeah, but so
yeah.
painful. You got to deal with the Chief Architect, Master Ethereum. Sorry.
Yeah.
I keep thinking of Chief Architect. I don't know why.
Chief Architect is a good card. I haven't seen I haven't seen this card being played too often. Chief Engineer.
Chief Engineer. That's the card.
Chief Architect is a very different card. I think more maybe like unglued.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, but Chief Engineer, I believe that people once thought that this would be the card that would enter Modern. When it released in M15, I believe.
Mm.
Simply because artifact spells you can convoke. But I think World of Invention is way, way better.
Than Chief of
Yeah, because it doesn't have a body, so it can't die. And
That's
World of
true,
Invention instantly looks for an answer for you. About game 3, hopefully Pichun's hand won't be as bad and we can see some magic again. Yeah, I mean,
Yep.
see,
Mulligan.
instead of Summer Bloom, they should have banned Titan. Yes. Who
Where's
cares
the
about your sales
where's the
policy?
No. Then there'll be even worse. Then there'll be like the Bloom, Summer Bloom, and what's that? Escape Shift.
Yes.
Can you imagine you go like turn 2 Summer Bloom, you play those additional 3 lands. So you
No.
can play additional 3 lands, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you Summer Bloom again. Or you don't even have to. So turn 2 Summer Bloom, lay additional 3 lands, so you got 5.
Yeah, that's true.
You lay one more,
Yeah.
and then you escape shift.
Hey man.
Great.
Okay.
Great, huh?
If he has
Oh
that,
no, then you omen, what's it, prismatic omen, and you escape shift.
if he has the hand, you gotta give it to him. That's why.
But no, that's
It's
not how
exactly
you-
like the scape shift. How scape shift works anyway. If he has it, he has it anyway. Am I right or wrong?
No, you can stop escape shift, spell pierce or whatever not. Like you can stop the escape shift.
That is true.
You also can stop Primeval Titan. Unfortunately, Primeval Titan enters the battlefield, already looks for 2 lands.
Yeah. What other card does that for you, by the
No,
way?
no, no, Bloom has to go because Bloom helps to activate all these decks. They enable all these.
Hashtag
like,
should have
these
banned
cards.
both.
Should have banned everything. Just
Wow,
ban
wow,
everything.
the whole hand. Paradise Mental as well.
Oh my gosh!
Why Paradise Mental though? I actually can't
What's
remember.
that? Parallax Mental?
Paradise Mental.
Oh, that's the one that produces mana,
Yeah.
makes your guy into a Birds of Paradise. Are you sure that's a Paradise Mental or a Ghost Fireblade?
Oh, is it Ghost Fireblade from Fate Reforged, the Ugin's from? I know he has it. Maybe I'm looking at it.
Oh no, it's
Oh,
a
it's
Paradise Mental. Yeah. Let's bring it up. Like this is a card that we don't see very
is it-
often.
All I know is buy this. Every time I see it, I know we'll pay money for it, but I have actually no idea what it does. I see it in like the, what's that deck? The one with Shram and the Pale Steel Paladin.
Oh
the,
yeah.
The Dudley deck.
Yep.
Like
Yeah,
this,
that's a strange one.
yeah, that's really weird to play. Like, it shouldn't be in main board either. Like your Springleaf Drum, right? Like,
Yeah, exactly. Well, Springleaf Drum costs 1, so I
but we
guess.
have to keep for one, right?
Well, you could keep going. You could just like tap your entire team, and like just keep passing the Paradise Mental around,
Yes.
which is kind of dumb, lah. But I mean, like
I mean, you have
you can do it.
you have the Girapool, what's that? The electric fence thing where you tap to artifact.
Gonna put Aether Grid.
Yeah, you have that, but why not just tap for mental, right, and pass it along? Yes, mate. Good stuff, man. But I think
Come on, coming up with ideas. Come on.
I mean, no one said it wasn't an idea. This is a bad idea, man. But Pichun Hand, it looks like he has is it a truck class? Am I looking at it wrongly? Man, we should really get people dedicated to just stand behind and tell us what the cards are.
Like and whisper into our ears, right? That's a
Oh,
truck
it's Prime Titan. Oh, look at him lay the Prime Titan and get a hit in the game again. It's gonna
No,
happen.
but he's
2 land shot lah.
Yeah. Way too short right now.
I think see the problem with the deck is that if you draw Titan, you're much slower. Like if you draw Pact, you're so much faster. Because it instantaneously enters the field, it solves your mana problem.
What do you mean pack?
Like Summoners Pack.
Oh, right. No, Summoners Pack, you gotta cast it, man.
Yeah,
It puts it in your hand, and after that you just cast it.
Oh yeah, but I mean it's a tutor. You don't want to have to draw it. Like if you play Summoners Pack, you're thinning your deck by 1. If you draw it, if you draw all your Titans and draw pack, then you got nothing pack for, right?
I thought the other card in his hand was Sakura Tribe Scout. Yeah, it is.
Maybe he doesn't want to cast it. It's very strange. But he needs lands now. His three cards in hands aren't lands at all.
Yeah, Wei Song here not applying enough pressure as well. He's only been he's dealing 2 damage a turn. That's really not enough.
If I'm playing against an Affinity player and he's dealing 2 damage a turn, I would be so happy.
Yeah.
I'll be like,
yes.
Yes.
This
Thank
is
God.
the best thing ever. Oh man,
Okay.
Rex Sage.
That's a pretty interesting line of play.
Okay, so he gets rid of trying to get rid of the Signal Pest. He'll still have to pay for the
On the pack.
for the pact.
But he has enough mana, so it doesn't really matter, right? Oh damn, what's this?
Oh, what?
Condescend?
Yeah,
It's nasty.
whoa,
That's-
wow, that's interesting. Sakura
I
Tribe
guess
Scout.
I guess Pichu might have been playing around it. It feels like he was. I don't know. But wow, that is a really sick draw. I'm sorry,
No, but
man.
he got the scry too.
Yeah.
He got the scry too.
But he pushed 2 down, right? He might draw like.
Oh yeah, that's true.
He might draw like another Omnitopter and like just
It's
broke
just like
out.
bleh.
He went from taking 2 to like taking like what's that 6? He took 10 in that
Wow.
turn.
Yeah.
Damn, that's nasty.
Wow.
but-
Okay, so Wei Song just you know.
And it's like obliterated
yeah.
him with like a cranial plating. Yeah, so once again about being fair, they have to draw it at least, so it's not all too bad.
He could say he's cried. He
And,
like
I mean-
he did that 2 draws.
How many Affinity players are you gonna play around like Condescend like, oh, he left up like two lands and a Paralyzed Mentor. Oh, haha, let me play around Condescend with this. You're not gonna play around there, so yeah.
Sure. Alright, we are going for a break. We'll be back in about 20 minutes time, so don't go away. But just before we go, want to remind you that you can join us on the stream, twitch.tv/GreyOgreGames every Tuesdays and Wednesdays, 8 p.m. Singapore time. If you like Final Fantasy, we're also on Fridays. I think I don't know.
Do you
I
play?
should still, I don't get to play anymore.
That's
I
the
just
life.
full stop.
That's the life of a caster, right?
Yeah. No. Street shoutcasters, they still get to play. Like they play that PUBG. They play that Monster Hunter, which I'm playing right now.
I
So do that in
actually
the
I
tournament.
was thinking of playing Monster Hunter, but
Got your PS4, right?
yeah, I have a PS4.
Hey, come on, Monster Hunter.
But then there's Final Fantasy Dissidia.
Oh, it's not.
It's
so
not good?
Yeah.
Damn it.
Well,
I don't know. Monster Hunter kind of looks like it looks like a grindy game. I hate games that
It's not a grindy. Dude, have you played Monster Hunter before?
no. No, but I've heard of it. Like you want to craft the armor, you gotta kill a beast. This
The
big guy like X number of times to hope he drops your loot
Yes.
X number of
Okay,
times.
that part is true,
Yeah.
but the fun is in the hunt.
Okay.
And the fun is in the hunt together. Go get it. Let's go and play. Yeah, 4 players. I've already got like 3 in my squad.
Okay.
So
I mean, I'll think about it, man. I don't
No,
know.
no,
It's
no,
like
just
it's
get
like
it.
it's like
let's
$100
get it
right?
tonight. Tonight midnight.
No, man, I don't have the
Tonight
money to
midnight
expand
we are
that
playing.
way.
Okay, anyway, so yeah. YouTube.com/GreyOgreGames and do support our channel by buying some merch on eBay. Yeah.
We have much on eBay.
Yeah, we have merch on
Oh,
eBay.
damn.
All the details are in the Twitch channel, the description. And
Yes,
the
please buy more stuff so we can hire people to stand behind the players to take note of what cards they have so we can commentate properly and we don't have to like talk about other stuff.
Alright, we'll be back, so don't go away.